Appreciate you all being here. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk all things going live. So, um, as we go live, I want to make sure, I'm sorry, I was setting my screen up. I want to make sure I am here for you all. We're going to get going in just a few moments. I want to make sure I'm here for you all. Let me know if you have any questions. And then let me know if you have any questions. Let's see. Um, Hopefully all is well. Let's see. Setting up my screen to make sure I am able to chat with you all. And let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. So we're going to get started in just a few minutes. We had a lot of activity earlier today. So I appreciate you all coming in. There was a whole lot of activity. And so feel free to come on in. We're going to get to talking a little bit. We're still talking about a year of growth. We had a year of consistency, a year of learning and understanding the app. We had a year of doing that. So I always want to make sure if you are new and you're trying to go live and you're trying to figure out is this the place for you, I want you to know it is absolutely for you. Hello, friends. Thank you for giving me that thumbs up. Thank you for being here. Feel free to put a comment in the chat. Hopefully all is well on your end. Hopefully you're doing well and you're growing and showing up. Was like, why can't I hear her? My headphones was plugged in. What you mean? You had the headphones plugged in somewhere else? Oh, you didn't have them on your ears. Okay. I was like, what's going on? What I do? Let me turn on my do not disturb though. Thank you for telling me that. Okay. Keeping our sound. All right. Hello from it's my birthday. Well, hello from London. How are you, friend? Hopefully you're celebrating and having a good time. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody being here. If you are new to my live, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up so YouTube know you're here. Thank you so much for being here. And then also let me know where you're from. Put it in the chat for me. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And that way we can get to know each other. And then click the bell so you know when I go live and I post content. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And so, yeah, I appreciate all the compliments. I tell people all the time, I'm here for it. I am here for it. There's no shame in my game. Go ahead and more compliments, more compliments. I appreciate all the nice comments. You guys are awesome. Okay, thank you so much. You said the perfect girls. You know, it's done before I put it on my head. No, I'm joking. No, it's not mine. You know, it's crocheted. But I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the compliments. I appreciate that, friends. Let's see, and we are going to get started in 1 second. Let's see. I'm setting up my screen. Let's see. All right, everyone. Thank you for being here. Make sure you give the live a thumbs up. Make sure you also give it a thumbs up, and then make sure you also like the live and comment. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, click that subscriber button to subscribe. Appreciate everybody coming through. We are talking all things going live. I'm setting up my screen as we get to talking, and we'll see if we can get some new friends in the room. I'm just going to go ahead and go live now. Do we need to be 18? Yeah, you need to be 18. Thank you so much, TikTok. TikTok, it is Dr. Lisa. Come on in, TikTok. We are talking all things going live. If you are new to my live, this is a new year, new me live conversation. We are talking all things setting goals, getting ourselves going so that we can go live with ease and confidence. If you are nervous, afraid, or shy, this is your time to go live and feel confident in doing it, friends. Let me know if you have questions. Go ahead and put in the chat. We're going to talk all things going live. Hey, friends, thank you so much for being here. So, for this live, we talk all things going live. You have to be 18 years and older to go live on either YouTube or TikTok. So, we talk all things going live. So, I say you got to be here of age to go live. And so, or come to this channel, you have to be of age. Thank you so much. So, I want you guys to be able to go live with confidence and ease, and that's what we talk about here. So, thank you all. Give me a thumbs up. If you have questions, if you have not subscribed, click that subscriber button as well. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my live, come on in. We're going to get started to talk here on the TikTok side as well. So I talk to newbies as you navigate the Go Live experience, understand what this live is all about. I have this counter on here. You know what? I used to have this. Did you, Idea Barista, did you see the counter where it says the follow count? I used to use this all the time. It's bringing me back. In January, it's bringing me back. I'm gonna go back to my hand heart though. I'm gonna go back to the hand heart, but I appreciate this one too because it does keep track of that goal and help you and your community know what you're trying to do as you are here. So it is a great reminder for everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to what I normally have on my screen. If you are new, come on in. I'm gonna share out my live as well. Rachel, how you doing? Come on in, flying in, friend. Let me know how things are going. It's only a chapter. Keep going. Woo, I love that message. That was in her bio, y'all. That was in her bio. It's only a chapter. Keep going. I love that. So that speaks volumes because guess what, y'all? Um, I put in my, it's actually a post that's doing pretty well right now. It's like getting a lot of views. The one I did of my on January 1st, my 1 year live, and I did the photos. So I did barista. I think right now that particular post has 1,300 views. So we'll see. It seems like it's starting to trend and pick up. So I was like, oh wow, look at TikTok. So that post, not as much engagement, likes and stuff. I gotta see if that picks up too. But it does have a lot of views that's happening. But long story short, I said, in that post, I was going through each picture, just saying what I've learned, kind of some lessons I've learned over the time of going live, and going live on TikTok. That is not on the YT, but live on TikTok. And just thinking, you said that's awesome. I think it is. We'll see if it becomes kind of a nice viral type video, just because it just picked up like in today, like all of a sudden I have all these views, and I was like, oh, okay. And so I'm saying that because I want to at the end of the video I said next chapter loading. Okay. And so for today's live, I talk about this being my live where we're talking about a year of growth, and last year for me was a year of consistency. And I'll have, I understand not everybody can do this. If everybody could do this, everybody would be doing it. That's the reality of anything that you do. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And we talk about taking time, taking breaks, and all this other stuff, self-care, talk about all the things that matter. It do matter. But oftentimes when we take those breaks, when we pause, when we stop, life doesn't stop. Life gets to life, and we're still doing all the things. And then to pick something up like this back up again, it becomes a chore, a challenge, something that we just don't see through. So I tell people, this is where this last year, 2025, was my year of consistency and me showing up for myself to say I can do this and I can see myself through. Give me 1 second, everybody. I got my screen up, so if you're coming in my room, I appreciate you being here. I did not say hello. How are you? So I just put my screen down. Thank you so much, Trainer V. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Was it 1099 Will? How you doing from how are you as well? Thank you for being here. Everybody popping in. And like I said, if everybody could do it, they would be doing it. Carmel, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for being here as well. Thank you for that daily heart me. Um, so I appreciate all the engagement. I might have missed some of you. Hello, hello, friend. I might have missed some. Eugene, I need to catch you when you're live. I need to catch you live, friend. How are you? Happy New Year as well. Thanks for the advice. What did I do? Tell me what I do. What advice did I give? I give so much advice. What happened and how did it work for you? You said I'm well. How do you do polls? Well, when you're in your life, there's three dots in the lower corner. Those three dots, they used to call it more. At the beginning of my live journey, TikTok labeled all of these boxes, all these things down there, and they all had no names. The three dots in the corner was called more. It is called more. So more stuff. When you click it at the top is in the layout is different features like a poll. You could do a custom poll, or you could do a quick poll. You could do a sticker poll. You could do a gift vote. So there are different ways you could do viewers' wishes. That's kind of a poll as well. But this is a quick poll. And so you can have that pop up on the screen. And that's where you can ask people like smiling face or crying face. Um, have you gone live today? Yes or no? Smiley face is yes, sad face is no. Let me know if you gone live. It's like my 6th day going live. Look at you, friends. You go live today. I'm proud of you. Look at there. So let's see. Let me turn my volume up. Congratulations. So yeah, and what it should do is tally the votes based on people. I think you actually have to click the smiley face, but don't quote me on that. It's like 6th day, you put a smile in there. Yes, for 25 minutes. Look at you, Fred. I love it. I love it. So it doesn't show it right now. I think it is either a delay or I think you actually have to click the green, the red or the blue. Thank you, Reno Stopple. You have to click the smiley face. Yes, you have to click it. Okay, perfect. On my end, I don't see it yet, and I think it's always a delay. Yep, so there's one that just popped in, one for the host. And so that's a quick poll. Did that answer your question? And then it pops up in the chat. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so that's exactly what just happened then. Thank you so much. Um, and it was a delay on the LIFO side was seeing it. Thank you all for coming in. Trainer V, let me know if that's what you meant. The custom poll will stick it up in this corner. Okay, so it's a little different if you do a custom poll. So a custom poll, I'm gonna just pick a question in here. I think I already have something in here. So like, here's a question. So here's a question. I'm gonna use this one. And so now it's up there. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable. So if you guys see up here, it's up there for you to click the custom poll. Hey, Charlene. And then when you click this custom poll, you can kind of see, I think it was one about what times you want to see me go live tomorrow, tonight, some other thing. It was different questions. And so you can love your hair. Thank you so much. I got a hair my YT people keep complimenting my hair. My YPT people ain't from the US though. But thank you. Um, when you click there, it'll let you do a poll that way. Okay, so let me know if that's what you were referring to, Trainer V. That's another way to do a poll. How you doing, Miss Darlene? How is everything going? Charlene, how you doing, friend? You ready for day 3? You ready for day 3? Wait, that's not that's you said that's not a compliment when they don't know. They think it's That's what I think it is. You were supposed to answer. I'm like, no, I get your TikTok. You said, I didn't, the poll didn't answer. It popped up and I took it away. So yes, I get your TikTok videos sometimes. Do you really? I mean, my YT videos, you get them sometimes? It pops up in your feed? That's good. That's good. It's funny because I have 2 other accounts. They will pop up now. Yes, they will pop up for me too. I was like, I posted that like 4 weeks ago. And it's just not popping up. What's your YT name? Same as here. Dr. Lisa, launch your income. Yep, same name. If you put at launch your income, my username is the same. Username here is the same on YT. Yep. I was just about to do a quick on while I am organizing my workspace. Ooh, I like that idea. So people see how an event planner stays organized. I love that idea as a way to just kind of jump in and do a quick live. That's good. You usually so what do you do in lives? So if you do it now, with that, obviously that would potentially be a pop-up. And yes, I just got YT. Did you really? Okay, you got the alert that I was live. Okay. So that's good. It's telling you I'm live now. YT, I have to admit, y'all, and I'm gonna say this out loud to you all because I talk about, doing it over here too. It seems like in this last month of probably December, probably in the last 3 weeks, I told you guys it started to kind of pick up. It was slow in the beginning of December, and then halfway through it started picking up for me. I feel like there's a shift happening. There's more engagement, more views, more people watching. My alerts are getting sent out. It seems like something's happening. My videos are being sent out because I'm seeing it throughout the day on my other accounts. I was just about to say, what in the world is going on? I think there's a shift happening where I'm getting a little bit of visibility and traction. And I don't know if that is just because of consistency, y'all, which I do think it is, but maybe their algorithm has changed a little bit. So maybe that's part of it too. Hey, Leanne. Leanne, you're on the YT quite a bit. I did see you on my FYP. Look at you. She just said it. Where are you from, Cece? Cece, where are you from? Thank you for chiming in. Cece, that's the first time you chimed in. Maybe. She said, I did see you on my FYP. Look at there. I think there is a shift happening. So I'm just going to say, guys, stick to it. Miss Vicky, is that you, Miss Vicky? Happy New Year if it is. Happy New Year. Yes, I am, but I fail. What you mean? You fail. You fell off from doing it? Let me know if that's what you meant. Looks like you fail. Are you okay? Let me know if you're okay. I don't know what you meant by that, but hopefully you're fine. um, but yeah, and if you are falling, I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm just saying, friend. Oh, fell off. Okay, fell off of my content. I didn't set up my co-stream properly yet. Okay, gotcha. Here's the deal, and this is the compromise that I had to make, Leanne, and I like your room. I don't know what you're gonna do with the music. I don't know. The YT is sensitive to them. That's what I've heard. I've never done it. You said fail the chat. Okay. Gotcha. Miss Vicky, let me know if that's you. Happy New Year. No, that's a different Miss Vicky. But hi, Miss Vicky. How you doing? You don't have a bio, but welcome to the room. Make your own in Sono. Make my own music? Ooh, tell me more. So very nice. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Good morning, everybody. My YT is friends are chatting. Tell me more. Idea Barista, she's over here. She said make my own music in Sono. So you said make my own music, like play my own music? Is that what you mean? I could do that. I could absolutely do that. I love that. Oh, that's you on YT. Look at you. Oh, look at you. Thank you. Well, hello, friend. When I get off, I'll follow you back. I'll message you back on the YT. Thank you for being here, Cece. How are you, friend? Carmel. Thank you for being there. You said it takes a few minutes and makes a song. Huh. So if you make a song, I could just repeat the whole song, that same song over and over again, or I guess I would want a playlist. So I'm gonna have to play in a couple songs. But I think that's what maybe I can create a playlist then, huh? Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate it. If I do it though, OBS, I'm pretty sure I can set it up not to play the music to YT. Oh, okay. Hey, I'm here. How you doing, sweet? How you doing, sweet Carolyn? Thank you so much for being here. What was your question? You messaged me. Tell me what your question is, and I'm happy to answer it. Thank you for that daily heart me. I'm starting it on Monday morning. All right, keep me posted on how it goes with the music. And I think Idea Barista is trying to give me a great idea. because she is a great idea barista. So she's trying to give me an idea to play my own music, and maybe I can have a playlist. So maybe that's my solution if I'm gonna play music. Thank you for the roses. Appreciate you being here. So Sweet Carolyn, you was oh, I'm trying to remember your question. You know what, guys? I will say this. Let me say this. Last year, I tell you guys all the time. Last year was my year. I coined it as my year of consistency, consistency and engagement, consistent engagement. 2025 was the year of consistency. This year is the year of growth. So what has happened, and again, I'm just being honest with you all. This is all what I'm noticing. I'm trying to take note. I'm trying to see what's going on with the two. I keep getting messages, and I think it's because my content is getting pushed out a little bit more. I have my anniversary video is trending. Um, Sweet Carolyn, I think you asked about an agency question, so let me check for that, friend. But I'm getting a lot of inbox questions, and these are people who are not coming to my live. They're coming and asking questions because of my content more. So I'm seeing a lot of messages in my content. And so obviously I tell people to join me live. I'm going to co-stream to YT and Facebook because I'm building on Facebook too. Okay, I love that. You know, Facebook has not been my interest. So I'm curious how how it goes for you. Let me know because I may pick that up, but I'm just trying to decide if I want to be there. Yeah, I wanted to go live and have an agency. Okay, that was it. That was you. Okay, because I've had several people ask about agency questions, ask about the process to go live, and they were asking different questions. So I'm in my inbox quite a bit answering questions. Yes. So Carolyn, you hadn't gone live yet though. So that's the first step. And I'll talk about the agency, but the first step is to go live. So what questions do you have about going live? That was what we're going to talk about. And thank you for the roses. Thank you for the daily heart me. All are coming in. I appreciate you all coming in. Thank you for supporting the live stream. So we'll get going in just a few minutes. Um, and let me set up my live goal. I didn't realize I didn't have it set. So and I still, I still, guys, don't have the new feature. Don't know what's happening. TikTok. I need the new feature. The three goals. I don't have that. So so you see, I was pushing my friend Wendy to come check you out. Yes, she's an amazing person. Thank you. You have a referral link. Do you know that? So send that to Wendy. So if Wendy does end up coming, tell her to click the link. So that way, I'll try my best to remember if she comes in, and I know she comes through you, because I'll let her know that she needs to come through your referral. But yeah, so she can join and get referral. Um, you can get credit for bringing her in as well. Okay, we'll definitely let you know. Yes. Um, Thank you so much, Leanne. Yeah, when it comes to, you got me intrigued because when it comes to doing this in a different way, because I'm doing it as a co-stream. So that you guys know, I literally, all I do, what would you suggest for a person who never went live to do first thing? Ooh, give me 1 second. Let you taking me back. Um, Tampa Bay, thank you so much for being in the room too, Tampa Bay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I just want to show you guys real quick. Hold on. Did I flip it? Okay, there we go. Um, I'm on the YT. Hey, YT. So there's some people watching me over here. And so this is my YT. And all I'm doing is I'm on a stand. My phone, my tablet is here, and it's just on YouTube Studio. I don't use any of those third-party services. I'm not paying for stuff like that. I didn't pay for it yet. Yet. That might be where I grow up and do that too. I gradually do that. But I haven't done that because I was like, you know what? I'm still evaluating. So there's no point in investing in a third-party service if this is the route I'm going to take and trying to evaluate if this is the way I want to do it. So when you talked about OBS and then also streaming, you would use a third party, wouldn't you? Would you use like a Restream or StreamYard or one of the other services, or are you just saying straight through OBS and you add different devices to stream your other platforms? I think that's what you're saying. So you would have multiple devices going at one point. OBS is the third party. So how would you do? the other streams. You would have to have different devices, wouldn't you? Same two devices, computer, phone. Phone is where you're doing your drawing. Computer is where you're streaming and showing your face because you have a webcam. How would you do YT and FB? I guess I'm not making that connection. Okay, you're saying it's the same, so you can just go into your. I thought you still needed a device to show through OBS. Okay, so yeah, it's not clicking for me. It's not registering. So you would just log into those accounts. So you said no, you don't need an I don't you don't need another device. So you just log into those other accounts through OBS and then show those accounts. Okay. I I think I know. I think I get it. I think it's just logging into your other accounts. Hello, Eders, how you doing? So yeah, I think I get it with OBS, but I don't have the other. Thank you so much for your awesomes. I don't have the other things, so maybe that's why I don't have a visual. So I don't see how it would work. But you're saying OBS is the other device, and are you using the free version of OBS, or are you paying for OBS? Let me know if that's what you're saying too. Okay, so you're using a free version, or are you paying for it? Okay. Others that's coming in the room, we were just chatting a little bit. Carolyn, sweet Carolyn, had a great question on the table. Sports Mom, thank you so much for being here. Ebony, Yolanda, these are my new friends in the room. Meet some of my current friends. Sweet Caroline is a new friend as well. We got OBS is free. It's an open source platform. Okay. I use StreamYard and it broadcasts to multiple platforms at the same time. OBS is the same. Okay, gotcha. Okay. And you said OBS is free. Okay, free version of OBS works the same. You just need your stream keys. Do you have a stream key? How do you get a stream key? I think that's going to be the question. And let me know if there's an answer for that. I don't know if I can get you a stream key. Let me know if there's an answer for that. Um, YT gives you the stream key. Oh, so you'll use it through YT. It's well. Here's what they say. OBS. Okay, Leanne's coming up. Let Leanne come up. Sweet Caroline, we're gonna learn from Leanne because I don't know the answer to this. Now we're talking about streaming stuff for your other devices. So this is a little bit advanced. Hey.
So for OBS, you need a stream key for YouTube, but YouTube is not like TikTok. You can get your stream key from.
You muted yourself. You muted, Leanne. Okay.
Oh, I didn't realize the phone that it when you're a guest, somebody was calling me and it muted my audio.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Sorry. Yeah. So the stream for YouTube, I already have 3 different stream keys for you. I don't need 3, but I have stream key for YouTube because when you go to YouTube Studio to stream from YouTube Studio, you can get a horizontal stream key and a vertical stream key.
Okay.
And so OBS uses it's. I always say to folks, if you're not into like the tweaking around and doing all these things, you if it's in your budget, use a StreamYard or a Restream because OBS is open source. OBS can do far more than all of those, but it is also not as I don't want to say it's not intuitive, but it's not as intuitive as those because it's built for people that are into streaming, if that makes sense.
Gotcha.
And so there are lots of folks that develop add-ons and all that kind of stuff for OBS to allow it to do all of these different things. So I can stream. I'm not going to stream from TikTok through OBS.
Okay. You'll use TikTok
because
Studio.
of TikTok Live Studio, I can use the same camera sources at the same time. So I would use OBS plus TikTok Live Studio because TikTok Live Studio TikTok won't give us any stream keys, or
Right.
even if they give it, they won't give the renewal.
Right.
So I would just have both side by side on my desktop and still be using my desktop camera to see me and then my webcam to see my overhead. So I wouldn't have to have multiple cameras. So I would still have the same two camera sources. I would just be broadcasting the stream to Facebook and to YT, but through OBS.
Okay. Okay.
At first, when we had been talking about it, and we were, I thought to myself, "Oh my goodness, I think YouTube Studio might allow us to do the multiple, but it doesn't. It doesn't allow us to do the multiple camera sources. Because I was thinking for you,
I could have done
you
that.
you could just use the YouTube Studio and the TikTok Studio.
Mhm.
If you could work that out. We already know that TikTok Live Studio is maybe not a good idea for you, but you know what I mean. But YouTube's desktop streaming does not allow multiple camera sources.
Mm.
So OBS is a way for me to broadcast the stream to Facebook, and I'm only using OBS because I know how to use it, so I don't need to pay for the other stuff. For Restream or StreamYard or Ecamm, I think is another one that folks love.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, no, that's helpful. And then you said music-wise, you could still do your Spotify.
Yeah, because what happens is for my music, my Spotify is open and the music is playing from Spotify. But once I open TikTok Live Studio sound card manages the music. And I think I can set it up where, I'm pretty sure that I can set it up where the music part of the broadcast is not going, because I will only use the input into OBS will only be the camera sources, because it's not like if I was playing music outside the computer, like from my phone through a speaker or whatever it is,
Okay.
then my camera sources might be picking up the audio. But because technically it's playing through TikTok Live Studio, I wouldn't have to play it through OBS, so I could do the stream over there, over to YT without. So they'll only hear my voice.
Okay.
Because my microphone is separate from the sound card that's being used to broadcast the music.
Oh.
So my microphone input would be separate on OBS.
Okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. Interesting.
So my microphone input would be separate on OBS, and they would hear me the talking, but they wouldn't hear the music necessarily.
Okay.
So I would try it like that, because sometimes I do a co-stream like you're doing with I'll just have my phone over what I'm doing, and I just mute the stream onto YouTube. So they don't hear anything, they just see me drawing.
Oh, okay. So when my phone interrupts the sound on my YouTube, if I was an artist, that would be fine.
Yeah, because they can still watch something, because
Yeah.
they're not probably listening to me anyway. They're watching what I'm doing, so they can still watch something and be entertained in whatever way that is. But they don't need to hear me. In fact, sometimes once in a while I've done it. I put a sign that says "Silent Live. Please subscribe."
Okay.
So it's right next to what I'm working on, and I get the same amount of subscribers I get.
Nice.
If they can hear me, I just haven't been setting up the secondary phone, because I keep saying that I'm going to do the OBS and I haven't done it, but I'm starting it on Monday. Whatever I need to do between now and Monday to do it, it's gonna be done.
I heard that. So with your community, and say it for people here so that they know and they can subscribe. You're on the YT that way. Do you have, how many subscribers do you have? Have you gotten to the 1K?
Not 1K. I'm at 580 something, I think, because I was posting just as frequently as I was posting on TikTok, because I was just posting my same videos the same edits of the video because I don't edit in TikTok, I edit outside of TikTok. So
Okay.
I was posting the same videos as shorts. And I get a lot, I actually get I get at least 1 to 2K on most of my videos.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
if I post every day, maybe 2 to 3 videos a day, I want to say every week I get one that like hits 15K. About a month ago, I got one that hit 150K.
Wow.
So if I just, I
So
don't know
when did
why
you
I
start
fell
your
off.
YT journey?
Huh?
When did you start doing YT?
So I've had YouTube for same amount of time as TikTok, 5 years, but it's this, I did the same thing that I did with TikTok. Is that I only started posting consistently August, in the middle of
Okay.
August.
Okay. Okay.
So I think I
That's
only had
not
100
bad.
subscribers at that time, and
Yeah.
then I increased because I had a couple videos that hit like the 50K, 30K over the time, and those get me subscribers.
Right.
But I haven't been. The thing is, I don't do as many long form videos as I need to.
Oh, so those were mainly shorts that those
All
videos,
shorts
all
because
shorts,
I wasn't ready to commit to.
long
I'm
form.
supposed to post one weekly long form video, but it just takes longer. It really does because the filming is easy, the editing is harder.
Well, and what I was thinking I would do, because I talk about TikTok here so much, I was thinking I would start doing just a live with just YouTube, talk to them, talk about YouTube, talk about my journey, and make that a long form video, and do the, obviously go in, do the thumbnail, do the tags and the description and the title and all the things, kind of make that more content that is longer form content too, and then keep with the playlist process that I do. And the playlist is like
Yeah.
really just clunky. But even with the long form video that I do just for YouTube, I wasn't going to do a lot of editing because I was like, you know what? Let me just make this as authentic as possible, but still make it where I'm talking to my YouTube community. I'm sitting up here, I'm having a conversation. I started off well, I ended well, and that's the video, and not do all the fancy edits to it. So,
Yeah, the challenge with me is that a lot of the long form videos that I do are like process videos.
okay.
So inevitably, I do have to, because you're talking about potentially 3 hours of a printing process that I need to get down to maybe 10 minutes.
Mm, gotcha.
Because, or even 20, I guess process videos could be a little bit. So there's a little bit of that, and if I want to put some messaging behind it, I don't know, figure that out. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. It doesn't, honestly, Dr. Lisa, it doesn't take me that much longer that I shouldn't be doing it. Let's put it that way.
Right. Exactly.
That's just something I have to work on in terms of consistency there. So it's something I have to commit to now because I know that I can get to the subscribers and the watch time between the live streams and longer form videos, because the reality of the shorts is, you had mentioned it the other day because you were saying something about they changed the watch time for shorts, and what it is so that 150K that I look at as my views on that short, for instance.
Right.
The views that count are the views that go past a certain percentage of the short. So you have to go into your advanced analytics to see those views for shorts that count. So when I went into that video that had 150K shorts views, only about 90K of them counted towards my short views because they were only 90K of them were past. I think it might be the 50% mark of the video.
Okay.
I don't remember what percentage it is, but yeah. And again, it's the shorter videos I'm posting there, like some of my 7-second videos, some of my 10-second videos. I mean, I do have 15 to 30-second videos, but it's still
not enough time. It'll take
it's
that.
still super short.
Yeah. So yeah, YouTube does definitely that whole short, that watch hours in terms of getting some of those other milestones. So for me, I'm trying to get to the point, and I'm going to do it for the month of January. I'm trying to get to the point where I do have the watch hours for for the memberships and the super chat, those type of features.
Mm-hmm.
Because I already have the views or the subscribers. I don't
And
have the
you're
watch hours.
close to the 3,000
I am. I'm
for
real
the
close.
memberships.
So I need to just go ahead and make it happen. I haven't done enough of my extra stuff on the back end. I haven't done enough
Yeah.
of those views. So I need to work on that. That's my goal, to work
And
on that part.
a lot of the recommendation for the watch time for folks sometimes is to focus on the longer form watch time because you have a longer runway. You have a year to get those. It's a rolling year, but it's still a year span of time. And for the shorts, it's only 90
Oh,
days.
I didn't know it was 90 days. You just
Yeah,
taught
and
me
so
something.
when I got that high number, I was like, oh, I'm going to throw every video I have at this thing for 90 days so that I can see if I can get to the 3 million. But of course,
Wow.
I did it for like a week and then I fell off, and I still haven't gotten to 90 days yet. But I don't think I'll be able to. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna post as much as I can and let's see what happens. But I might lose that 90K.
Yeah. 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 90K at this point. Is it too late for that?
No, it's still within my it's still within my 90 days because I got it about a month ago,
Oh,
maybe
okay.
6 weeks. So it's still within 90 days. But I
Okay.
would need to get I would need to get I would need to get 2.9 million views in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Um to be able to get to 3 million within that 90 days to include that 90K, but whatever.
Well, I mean, and to your point, you have content you can post. So now it's just a matter of getting it
Yeah,
out there and
and the
posting it.
watch hours. The reason I was like, I need to just go ahead and start doing the co-stream for the lives and not wait is if I'm doing 2 hours of a live every single day, those watch hours become significant when they add up really quickly on YouTube. Because if, it might not be 30 people watching, but I get a good 5 or 6 people, and some people are there. People are there for an extended period of time.
Right. Right. Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, yeah. So it's just a matter of doing it. I feel the same way about the YT. The YT is my area of improvement this year. If I can just find a little bit more time over there. My husband's trying to do. Let me know what you think about this. And this is anybody else. If you guys want to come up and talk about this, we can talk a little bit. My husband's trying to think about. He's looking a lot more. He's a YT person. He's a YouTube person. So he's on there all the time. I have to be intentional about my YT journey as well. Yeah. So he's on there all the time. So he's always looking at YT as his favorite creators and stuff. He's not really on TikTok. He has a few people he might catch a TikTok live for or something like that, but not even his wife, y'all. But he has a few creators that he likes. He has about a handful, and what he's seeing now is this trend with the avatars, the more realistic avatars. And he was like, well, why don't you do some of that stuff and take some of your content and make that a whole page where the avatar is talking. What do you think about that? Have you seen that type of stream videos? Well, you may not have been over there then. I'm thinking you haven't.
no, I have seen it, and it's also it's a very popular style in like in teaching and education because
That's what you're
it's
saying.
similar to what gets generated from a learning management system. So if you're an instructional designer, a lot of the time you're developing a training tool that is not, it might be a voiceover of a person, but it's the avatar that's teaching. And a
Right.
lot of that is happening. And I think it's happening more on YouTube now because I think folks are AI generating it through AI.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's stuff. I actually think anything educational on YouTube does well.
Okay. Okay.
It YouTube is beautiful for the tutorials. Something about it, people love the educational piece of it. But you know how you always talk about
The noise
folks
and stuff.
thinking that TikTok isn't for them because what they're seeing is what like the younger folks might be seeing because it's the same thing on YouTube. I mean, you train your algorithm over there and you
You
only
do.
see that
What you
type
do.
of stuff, but the things that are sitting on YouTube, it's wild. Hey Simone, how are you?
Everybody coming in, thank you so much. To that point, and this is what I said early on, YouTube is also, there's a space for women because their main demographic is men. Most men,
Ah,
yeah. And so they're saying that there's a gender gap of content and training and other resources and stuff that you don't see on the YT as much as you see in other platforms like Facebook or Instagram. So there's a need to fill that void. And so yeah, there's definitely a space for Gen X women, millennial women, boomer women to come over and support because it's mainly your millennial and some Gen X men that are dominating YouTube and younger people too. Yeah, let's see. I missed some comments. Hey friends, how you doing? Thank you so much, Glad. How's my day's going well? Paradoxa, thank you so much, NYC. Appreciate your friend. Yeah, sketching and tuning in. Thank you so much, sketching. Look at, is this one of your friends, Leanna?
Simone is in my community. Yeah,
Oh, this is the other. Well, what's Paradox? Is it Simone?
yeah.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Who is Simone?
Paradoxa NYC. Sorry, Simone. We started sharing a lot of memes in my lives,
Okay.
and sometimes I know Paradoxa NYC doesn't mind. I'm careful. Some people don't want you to share their name
Right, right, right.
everywhere, but Simone doesn't mind, so I
She
do.
said I'm a low key inky. What's inky?
The name of my fan club is the Inky Crew.
Oh.
Dr. Lisa. That's what they're saying. That they're a low key Inky.
She
They're
said
saying
one
that
day I'll be an official inky. What is a low?
because
She.
technically,
Let's see. I don't see any
technically
badges.
Paradoxa hasn't joined the fan club,
Cause
but
Paradox ain't got no badges. I see it right here.
so technically Paradoxa hasn't joined the fan club, but they are part of my community. I don't. There is no pressure,
No
and they
pressure.
know that. They know that. They are. Listen, some of the folks in my community that don't join the fan club, sometimes depending on who's in the room, they're at the top of my points because they tap and they comment
That's true.
like
That's true.
their engagement. Their engagement is off the chart, so I'm good. I'm totally
I'm a constant liker. Look at you.
good. See, they
I love it.
they're filling in the gap. Where they're good. They're totally good.
I appreciate the gems. Yes, Leanne is a wealth of information. She is picked up on this TikTok thing. Her community, I told her, I said, if nothing else, you're growing your community. You said, Dr. Lisa, my name is Ink. I had no idea. And I think I'm an Inky because I've gotten your daily heart me. So it must say
Yeah. So
Inky.
the name of the it's the Inky Crew. Yeah, it's the
Wow.
Inky Crew.
Well, thank you, friend. I appreciate the gems. Come on in, friend. So, yeah, so Leanne, you are doing it the right way too, because as you can tell, I educate people on what the badges mean, why you have them, and why not. But I recognize people do it on their own pace. People are kind of assessing, and the likes, the free support is just important as the support that you need coins for, and that's how you get the badges. So,
Yeah, and of course there are people that just don't because they don't.
you know,
But it starts to show who's there for you and who isn't. So it's
exactly.
like it works out for me. So by tomorrow night in our meeting,
Okay.
since I'm claiming that I'm going to be doing this on Monday morning, by
All right.
tomorrow night at our meeting, I should be able to say I'm all set up, I'm ready to go.
All right. All right. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it tomorrow. I have to, if Nika comes in, I'll probably ask her to come up too. I'm not sure if she's coming in yet. I know she and Some Sugar are supposed to be going live at 5:30. So I'm going to try my best to go over and support there as well. But she was saying that she wanted us to talk a little bit about people sharing some things that have gone well and some lessons learned with their TikTok um, in our meeting tomorrow. So I think that's
Oh,
the format we'll take.
that sounds good.
Especially if we have some new friends in the room, And then we have some people who've been along this journey for 5 months, nearly 5 months. And so we want to see what people are learning and what's working. Hey Jill, how you doing? Happy New Year, friends. My holidays was well. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate you coming up talking about YouTube. And yes, I wanna see you grow there as well. I was saying so really quickly what I noticed. Glad to hear it. Thank you so much. What I've noticed in the last, and pals, I don't know if you want to come up too, but in the last couple weeks, I'm gonna say 2 weeks maybe at most, when you include now we're in January and maybe the last 10 days or so of December, things have kind of picked up. And so I think the algorithm on YouTube is now pushing me out a little bit more. I'm seeing a little bit more traction. I'm seeing a lot more engagement. I don't know. I'm noticing on my other accounts, I'm getting pushed out some more too. So I'll see my videos popping up on my because I have like 4 YouTube channels. I'll see them pop up and say, "Hey, there's a video being played." I'm like, I'm not even live right now. Like, what's going on? So they're sending my content out, and I'm noticing that. And then somebody, I think Carol and Carmel said that they've seen stuff, and Eugene said he's seen things. So I'm getting pushed out way more than prior, and it seems like something shifted in the algorithm. I don't know if that was hitting 1K, if that helped. I don't know if that's part of it, or if it's just a matter of me being showing up more consistently. So I would say stay with it. If you can get close to 1K, maybe you'll see that little shift too. The last 50 to that 1K was hard. They didn't want to give it to me. They were taking subscribers away actually.
Away. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I just
I'm
stay
going.
with it.
Especially you saying that about the last 1 to 2 weeks. I don't. There's no reason that I don't post videos daily. I have more than enough videos to post over there, and there's not much to think about for me over there. I just post videos that I already have, and what I use is, YouTube has a YouTube charts page, and it tells you the top. I think it's the top 50 short songs. And it tells you the regular songs that are doing well on YouTube, but the short songs that do well there. And you can look at the songs that move. And I always use those as my audio.
Okay.
Because, I sometimes I put words, sometimes I don't. Because the shorts are weird like that. Shorts are very, very, it's very trend heavy in the shorts world than on I found that it's very trend heavy in the shorts world versus on TikTok. So it's a little bit of a different swing over there, but I can get some views over there. So I need to post. I don't know why I fell off. There's no reason. I just didn't.
Yeah. Well, this is our year.
Yeah.
Year of growth. That's what I'm calling it. The last year for me was a year of consistency. So if it needs to be a year of consistency for you,
No. My consistency is set now.
You're growing.
Yeah, I rushed from my mom's house this morning to get home so I could do my live stream on time. But I was like, oh, it's official. My life is now around my daily live stream. Okay, it's official. It's official.
That is official. That's it. When you got to tell people like, I'm not available during this time. My family now they know. They like, okay, you got your live? Like, yes, I do.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so yeah, that's when it becomes official. So yeah, just see how much you grow this year, and then that's the goal. Now that
Yeah.
you're doing it, you can show you now feel confident with showing up. You got this as part of what you do on a daily basis, or because you are daily, aren't you?
Yeah, and now on January 1st, I flipped to 9 a.m. versus 8 a.m. So it's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
You seen a
that I
difference
go
yet?
live now. And I've seen a difference.
Okay. Okay.
I changed it because I was noticing that at 9-ish, I was picking up.
Okay.
And people were still coming in. If I went past 10, that's really when another set of people were coming in. Hey, Care Bear, how are you? So I I was like, all right, let's make the shift to 9. I prefer the 9 o'clock time anyway, and I know it's only 3 days, but I've had 3 heavy days.
Okay.
Today I think I had
Well,
30 new followers today.
hey,
Yesterday I
Taylor.
had yesterday I had 20 something, and the day before I had double digits too. But the volume in the
Nice.
room has picked up,
Okay.
and I
Okay.
have now I'm having like at sometimes I have 20 plus people in the room. I
Okay.
mean, no, they're not there for 30 minutes,
Right.
but
Right.
like for 5, 10, 15 minutes, I might have 20 something people in the room, which is kind of a little bit to get used to for me because I'm not used to more than 10 at a time, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know what happened, and I don't know if it's just because it's the first couple of days of the year.
Yeah.
It could be,
Could be.
but the 9 o'clock time seems to have
Well,
made a switch.
talk to people. I mean, since you, I know you told me about it. I'm sure others in the room, especially there's agency people in the room. What was your analysis that you looked at to say I'm going to make this shift? What did you do?
Um, so
Shift in
again,
time.
what was happening is I was going from 8 a.m. I shouldn't say to 10. I go from 8 a.m. to at least 10
Okay.
because I start seeing the clock at 2 and then I start running my mouth and it's 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But the times that I would go over 10 o'clock, you would start to see the shift of people coming into the room, more and more people coming into the room. And I do think it has to do with, I'm not sure that I get a lot of East Coast folks. I think I get a lot of Central and a lot of West
West. Because
Coast.
I remember you saying that earlier, and it
Yeah,
was some
and
people
even on my
glow.
content,
You think glow West Coast?
Glow is Central.
She's Central. Okay. Okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
I thought she
Glow
was
is in
West.
Texas.
Okay. Gotcha. Hey, thank you everybody coming in. And so you get Central and West, and so once you start looking at that, you said I'm so Simone says she's East. Oh, Care Bear says she's
No,
LA.
I know Simone is East,
Yeah.
but most I think are there.
Okay.
But during the week, folks come into the room literally, drink their coffee, listen to the music, and head out to work.
Okay.
Or some folk, I don't know. I just started noticing around the 9 o'clock time, like more people would start coming in. So then I was like, you know what? Between 8 and 8:45, the room that's the warm up time, really. And the people that are in there are the folks that know I'm coming on and get on, not because I got pushed out to them, but because they know I'm gonna be on.
Mm.
So yeah, so then I was like, all right, let me switch to 9. It would work better for me anyway because I could get some things done before the live.
Charlene says she's I think she's talking to you because Charlene, you go to Leanne's room too.
Charlene comes to my room.
So she said she listened to you on her way to work.
I didn't even know that. Yeah. Charlene listens on the way to work. Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. So yeah, it's one of those things where I've noticed. I think that the 9 o'clock time does work.
Okay.
Yeah, and again, it's only been 3 days, so it feels good, but it's only 3 days. It's not enough time, and because it's the beginning of the year, I think the numbers of everything are interesting because more people are going live, more everything is happening because going live probably is like a New Year's resolution for lots of folks.
It is, and for the agency.
Yeah. So I don't know if it will maintain that trajectory, but a few folks in my room said what they've noticed is that it's a younger demographic actually that comes into the room.
Oh, interesting.
I'm getting newer, younger folk, and the way they know that is I have one particular member of my community that actually goes to people's profiles when they come in new into the room. And she was saying to me, Leanne, I'm noticing that the new folks that are coming in, a lot of the newer folks coming into the room are like a younger demographic. Some stick around. It's not that they're not sticking around, but
what do you think that is?
Like, I have no clue. I mean, I can't imagine that has anything to do with the time. Maybe people, younger folk wake up later. I don't know.
Well, I mean, are you saying younger, like they're still in their 20s? Is that what you mean? Like I'm
I
thinking
think
like
it's like
college age.
20s. I think it's like 20s.
So maybe it's the algorithm pushing that younger artist type, and they're they're free because college time. They don't have, they on the break.
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
Maybe
that's
they're on
true.
break.
They're not going back until like that third week.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll see what happens after January. Let me see if there's any kind of shift.
Right, right. Yeah.
But
So,
new folks are definitely coming into the room. That's one thing. Um, my views look the same to me, but as when you showed me, my impressions are a lot more than I thought they were.
they are good.
But my views tend to run from 200 to like 500 views.
Okay. Okay.
But
That's good.
from what I can see, that doesn't have any impact on my other numbers, my follower count, none of it. Like if I can have 200 views and still get double digits followers, I can have 500 views and only get 5 new followers. So that doesn't seem to have any impact.
Did you see the and I don't know if you could do this on live studio, but did you see the effect that Carol?
The counts I did this morning, and I thought to myself that I actually. So I'm 100% sure that it's probably available. The challenge, yeah, that one. Because I was in Carol's room when one of the times when she had it. I don't think I saw any of the stuff happening because I didn't stay long. But then I saw when you put it up this morning, and I thought to myself, let me see if it's in Live Studio. It's probably in Live Studio. The problem with Live Studio is it will show today, and tomorrow it won't show.
What do you mean? What?
So, a perfect example, when Live Fest was happening, and we had the initial part of Live Fest where the quest, one part of the quest used to be to wear the crown, the Live Fest effect. I would turn it on. Some days it would be there, and some days it wouldn't be there. It would still count, even if it's not there.
Right.
Because it's on, but it doesn't display. It's the same time. It's the same as the gifting. I think my room is even probably tired of me saying, "Did y'all see it? Because I didn't see it. Did y'all see it?" The effects, the gifts, because sometimes I see the gifts. So interestingly, sometimes I see the gifts on the screen. Sometimes I see the gift in the chat box. And sometimes I don't see the gift, but the viewers see the gift. So it's inconsistent how when the effects and those things work and actually show. So I am going to try it tomorrow morning.
Interesting. Yeah. So Jeannie, you do not have to put this up every time. So to be honest with you, I changed back to my hand heart. So when you turn an effect on the mobile device, that's what Leanne uses Live Studio. On the mobile device, the phone I'm on, if you set an effect, when you come back the next time you go live, it's there. And so when I turned my live off from my 10 o'clock, this was here. I just changed back to my hand heart. So I was like, oh, let me put this back on. So when I end the live, if I don't change, whatever effect I have will be there for the next time I go live. Yeah. So this is something I did use much of January. When I was first starting off, I realized I was a hand talker. So, hey Quinn, I realized I was a hand talker. I was like, let me find an effect for my hands. And so that's how I landed with the hand heart, the heart gesture. That's the one when I use with the heart comes out. But I used to have this on all the time. Now, I was going to say something, Leanne, because you are getting a lot of followers. One of the things I used to do all the time, I would have this effect in the beginning. I was always telling people to make sure you follow the live host or get your daily heart me. And I was explaining that the daily heart me is an instant follow. So a lot of my follows came because people were coming in and they were doing one of these things. They was following, they was doing all that stuff, and I was getting follows that way. So that was something I named for folks. Happy New Year.
Dr. Lisa, I don't know if it's, I have to ask the other artists in my room if they see, the ones that go live, if they see that as something that happens to them. This morning, a perfect example is this morning. I had 30 follows. I never saw those 30 people.
What do you
When I
mean?
say that, I mean people jump into my room, follow me, and jump right back out.
Interesting.
They
That was
jump
happening a lot
right back
today,
out.
though. You're right. My 10 o'clock, I ended the live at 10. I had 10. And, my effect didn't show that because I turned on later. But there was a total of 10 that followed me. Um, and these were people who didn't say hi, didn't say anything. Like, I
Oh,
didn't.
that's been the case for me the entire time since I
Wow.
started going live in the morning.
Hmm.
It very. I'm not saying nobody says hello, but at least half of any follower account that I get, at least half of them do not say anything in the room. They jump in, they follow, they jump out.
Hmm.
I look and I was okay. This morning I was below I was below 20 and I was excited because once I hit five, I'm like, oh, we're good to go. I get my 2% or whatever the percent is. Once I hit five. And then I was like, oh, I went from like 8 to like 18. And I was like, when did that happen? Like, I
Wow.
didn't even see 10 people.
So they're not saying hello even, huh? Not.
No, Dr. Lisa, they are not saying hello. And sometimes, and listen, I know I'm doing my art, and people think I look down. Like, people might think I'm looking down a lot. If I get one thing finished in the 2 hour live, we are all happy because I chat most of the time. I'm looking at the chat and talking.
Uh,
No, pals, because if
no.
they follow from the video, it doesn't count on the
On the
live
live. Mm-mm. They're
numbers.
they're hitting a live. They're hitting either her photo to follow her or the Daily Heart Me.
Because
Live
I
Studio,
thought
is there
about
a
that.
different thing? Is there something else in terms of follow that pops up for them or that they're
No, not
following?
as far as I know. So,
Hmm.
so I will say this. So with TikTok Live Studio, I pop my chat out, and you can see your list of viewers in two places. In your chat, you can click on the list of viewers, the little head with the list of viewers, and
Hmm.
it shows you who's there. But on the side, on the Mac version, on the side, the list is a running list. It stays.
Okay.
Now, I have been finding that people are in the room and they're not showing up in the list consistently. They're not
Mm.
hidden. It's just like sometimes they show and sometimes they don't. And there is a slight delay from when people come into the room on the chat, like you see somebody joined, to when they pop up on my following on the viewer list. I actually, you know how you say you always see me looking at the list to see if anyone joined since, like to, so I didn't miss anyone.
Uh-huh.
Because of that delay, I do not greet the people that show up as join. I greet the people on my list because there's enough of a delay and enough time that if it's somebody that jumps right out of the room,
Uh-huh.
they don't show up there at all. So it's, how do I say it? I didn't say hello to someone that didn't even stick around for a millisecond. So if I use that list, so I don't see these people on that list, but I'm pretty sure they're showing up in the join. But I don't even see the follow. I did not see 30 followed the live creator in my list today.
Wow. And these are people that didn't get their Daily Heart Me either.
Oh no, they just follow me. The thing that I am not upset about with the Daily Heart Me is the people that follow me engage with my content.
Okay. Okay.
So the people that follow me engage with the content. So if they even if they don't come back to the live stream, or even if they don't and if they don't engage in the live, they do. I mean, not every single person, but most of them do engage with my content. So for me, it's like a trade-off. I think it might be an artist, or if you're doing something creative, I think people are like, oh, that looks interesting, but they don't want to hang around. And instead of trying to, I guess you follow someone so you don't lose them. if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. That
And I
makes
think
sense.
that might be it. It's like, oh, she's drawing. That looks interesting, but I don't want to stay in the live stream. Let me follow, and then maybe I'll see content. I think it might be that. I don't know.
Hmm.
Who knows? I mean, of course, it would be interest. It would be. I'm trying to pay attention so I can maybe figure it out, but at the same time, I'm good. I'm good. I'll take the followers.
No, I
I'll
mean
take the
it's definitely
followers.
helpful. Oh, I'm sorry.
I think I'm like 50 away from 3,000, and I'm good with that. I was at 400 and something in the middle of August. I'm not mad, So
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Wow.
yeah,
So, but by the end of January, you could be, easily another 500 plus if they're following that frequently on a daily basis.
yeah. So
Hmm.
hopefully, if this rhythm continues, that would be great. But let's see.
Yeah.
It's good. There are, on a daily basis, a couple, well, at least 1 to 2 people are joining the regular rotation of people. So
Gotcha. Care Bear, she said she's usually cleaning and cooking and stuff. I said you might want to get yourself a tapper so that way your phone is sitting there to the side, and this is what happens. My phone's sitting to the side, I'm listening, and I'm tapping, and so that's support as well. So the tapper helps to make sure that engagement is happening for the live hosts. If you're having to move around, and that's what I do for y'all sometimes. If y'all hear me putting the comments in, because you can't tap and put a comment in at the same time, so I'm just tapping, tapping, tapping as I'm listening to you all. Look at you, level 34. Ooh.
ooh,
And so that's the new way it pops up when you're high up. Nika was mentioning that, and I
when
hadn't.
you're past 30,
I
when you're
think
30,
so. That's 34. She was thinking it was at 35 and above. I don't know if it's 30. I don't feel like I've seen that for 30s. I think that's, I don't know, but that was 34. So so oh wow, I didn't know there was a tapper. Yeah, there's a tapper. Leah, you got a tapper in your showcase?
no, I'm pretty sure
Y-
I only have the setup stuff for like the art live setup and maybe art supplies
do you
because
have a
I
tapper?
that I do.
Put it in your showcase. So we
I
can
know,
move
but
it.
I
You don't
want to
want
sell only that stuff over on the other one.
Gotcha. Well, click my showcase, Care Bear.
I'm
It's
like,
in my showcase, sweetie. You go ahead
that
and get
Care
my.
Bear's yours.
Go ahead, and click my showcase. If you click my photo, my showcase pop up. You can get the tapper. But no, no, I hear you. You said you want to stay consistent with your products. I mean, your live stream topic. I gotcha. I'm usually manually tapping. Are you? Okay. Um,
And reminding folks to keep tapping too.
yes, yes, I
Care Bear
love it.
does that.
I love it.
So
That sounds good though. I mean, the follow. I was trying to see if there was something more with the whole live studio, but yeah, to your point, it's probably just the audience you're talking to, and they're like, okay, you know what? I love what she's doing here. Let me follow her real quick, and
and
keep it
I have
going.
a suspicion that that's what it is. And I think if I ask the other folks in my room that are artists that do go live, because quite a number of people do, if I ask them, I'll ask tomorrow because they probably may have this a similar experience.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that because it's something I would do. If I didn't have, if someone came up in my on my FYP and I didn't really have the time to like get into the live and engage, I would jump in, maybe listen for a second, follow, and jump back out. And I would be like, all right, at least I'll know when they go live next because I'll see it. Or I would engage with their content. Maybe that's probably what I would do. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so if you follow them, then they show up in your feed too. So that could be part of it too, where you might pop up again when next time you go live, and they catch your live
right,
that way. Yeah.
right.
He said, "See, I just tapped 330 Care, let me check, Care, since you want to put it out there. Yeah, you did 606 times so far. Thank you, friend. I appreciate you.
Care Bear said, I just saw confetti.
Did the
I
confetti
saw
thing.
the confetti.
Thank you so much, friend. So let me say this. When you go live in the evening, are you still doing your evening lives?
I do. I'm going live tonight.
Okay, okay. What is that, 8 o'clock?
8, yeah.
Okay, okay. So, and that's like a different topic. You're not drawing, that's you engaging with
Well,
your
so
audience.
Thursday nights we talk. It's only a discussion live. That's when we talk about how to support artists. Tuesdays and Saturdays, I'm not doing the beginner drawing practice stuff. I'm doing like my regular art practice. Like tonight, I'm working I'm working on some patterns for some home good stuff that I want to launch. So I'm going to be working on the patterns on the live stream.
Okay.
But I always try to figure out something that, because I try to use my phone in the night lives, because I do want to do the comparison of the behavior of the phone live versus the TikTok live studio live.
Okay.
Um, but to be fair, because I could say to you, I find that I don't get as much exposure with the phone lives as I do with
The live studio.
the live studio. But I also, even within those 3 days, usually every week, I duck out of one of them. So I'm not even sticking to the 3 days every single week.
You saying for the phone?
For the phone, this will be the first week. No, see, even this week, on Tuesday, I was supposed to go live at 8 p.m. and I didn't because I was super tired and I just didn't. And so I only went live Thursday, and then now I'm going live on Saturday. So there hasn't been 1 week where I actually have gone live on the 3 nights. So my consistency there is lacking.
Okay.
So that might be the reason I don't get as much push out in the night. So I can't blame it on on TikTok. I haven't been consistent. So I need to maintain that 3-day consistency so TikTok can register the rhythm and trust that I'm going to show up.
Hmm.
And then maybe I can say, all right, let's see what happens.
I don't know. Maybe you train TikTok to recognize the live studio for you. That may be what's happening.
Maybe, that might be right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to try to for this month. I'm going to try to do all 3 nights every week.
Yeah.
And see what happens. I just the flexibility of being able to because like I print in my garage and there's no AC. And to have my computer in the garage in the humidity for 3 hours at a clip it's just not a risk I want to take with all the stuff that's happening. So using the phone is easier there. So I do need sometimes the flexibility, but I'm good. Like the things that are happening in my morning live are good. I'm good. Even if I only did those, I'm totally good with where things are going.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Hey, disaster drama queen. How you doing, friend? And welcome to the room, Faith. I think I saw you as well. Um, yeah. Okay. Well, just see what happens. I mean, I would test out maybe a evening live with the live studio and see if you see a different outcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be interesting just to see if there's something else that happens because of it.
I have done a few. The problem is I don't have any way to differentiate it in the analytics. Like I couldn't tell you what day I did it, right? So what I think I'm going to start doing is maybe I will, if I do an evening live with Live Studio, I'll in the title of the live I'll do dash LS at the end of it. So then at least I will know that was a live studio night live.
That's what I told people earlier in the earlier live. I can't even tell in your analytics if it's a voice chat, if it's a live studio, or if it's a regular phone live. There's no way of me knowing the difference between how you streamed.
Yeah, I think I'll just tag it with an LS because I have a set rule. Every morning live is TikTok live studio, and then the night lives are all phone.
Okay.
So the only deviation from that would be if I do live studio in the night. So then if I deviate in the morning for some reason, I would maybe put PH or something at the end. So I just have to remember that that's the thing that I will have to do to differentiate so that I can look at I can look at the analytics, and even if I meet with you, I can say, Dr. Lisa, the ones that have
PH or
the
LS.
one, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
are the ones that go outside of my normal pattern.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Charmaine said, I only use Live Studio, TikTok Live Studio. She's testing Live Studio as her only way of streaming and learning TikTok live. She's only doing Live Studio.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's giving her the flux, but is she doing it?
Listen, I'm telling you, especially the Mac version, because it has so many less features than the PC version. I just feel like if there isn't something that's significantly beneficial for folks for it, you might as well use your phone.
Yeah,
For me, the two screens, I mean, I'm not giving that up.
yeah, yeah,
I'm not giving that up. So,
yeah,
and especially if I'm going to start using OBS and all that stuff, I'm not giving it up. That works for me.
yeah.
But there are definitely the benefit of that far outweighs anything else for me. But I can't keep up. I can't keep up with certain things. You can't add TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
Um, there are so many things that you can't do
The TikTok
because
shop one, I don't know if that's ever. I wonder. I
I
don't
keep
know if
saying
that's
I'm
ever
going
gonna
to.
come on because you think about
I
Live
keep saying
Manager.
I'm going to try this and I haven't. I don't know why I haven't. I keep saying I'm going to activate. You know how you can use TikTok? Um, what's the shop thing? TikTok
What you mean? Live Manager.
Live
Uh
Manager.
huh.
So I'm going to turn on my products. Like, you can turn on the products and say you're going live.
Right.
I'm going to try that and then go live on TikTok Live Studio and see what happens.
Interesting.
That's the one thing I haven't tried, and for months I've been saying I'm going to try it, and I haven't tried it. So I'm going to try it. Charmaine, I know it. You can. I've been using TikTok Live Studio since September.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So I know. I
it'll be
use it every
interesting if that
day.
works though. If that yeah.
Well, that's something that, and no one has been able to tell me that they tried it. Like,
Okay.
we talk about this stuff all the time, and anybody
Yeah.
that's using Live Studio hasn't been able to tell me that they tried it yet. So I'm
Right.
just going to try it. I'm not expecting it to work, but you
Okay.
never know.
She said I tried it. She said she tried it. Well,
You
we'll see.
tried it with TikTok Live Manager?
I don't know with Live Manager. Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Did you do it from the Live Manager side? I guess she's saying she did. So yes, doesn't work on Mac. Oh, on Mac.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Charmaine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it had worked, it would have been like, oh, great.
Right.
But I also am not too pressed because I really am going to. I heard you were talking about it this morning with having a separate page, and I did the work. So I have TikTok. I have TikTok creator on my second page. So what I need to do. I don't have PC, Charmaine, so
Yeah,
I
she's
can't
a
try the
Mac.
PC
Yeah,
version.
she's a Mac person too. Yeah. Who is PC? I mean, I'm PC.
Pals has both.
Okay, Pals does both. Okay.
Pals has both.
Well, I think the question, Charmaine, if anybody, and Leah, I don't know if you cracked this issue with the audio. Has that ever been resolved with guests on
No,
panels?
because that's another thing that I'm like, I need to figure out how to. I actually found a couple videos that I just haven't watched yet.
Okay.
To get the boxes, the audio, and I'm gonna get the interface anyway for the voice acting.
Okay.
So I am going to actually try it.
I need to get on
Just
Carol. I need to ask because I want that list, and I think they were gonna send the links. I might have to do that. I want that to be my homework before the week is out.
Yeah, but Carol has she's had it since I became part of the agency and met Carol. She has a PDF on voice acting where she recommends. So that list has the the brands. It doesn't have these specific links, but for the interface, it does definitely has the interface brand on there.
Oh, so I just need to go to her page and
Yeah,
get.
until you can do that until you can
I wrote it
she,
down. I took notes, so I did write it down.
she
So
has it in her bio.
gotcha.
Where if you share your email, if you get it as a download.
Okay, that might be my homework tonight because I think I want
Yeah,
to just go ahead
because
and.
I actually have, I got myself a new notebook for my voice acting. So I have all my stuff. Yeah, so she has. It's just like you've been telling her that it's a lot of information. This little piece of 5 pages is a lot of information too for free. She's got some good value in these 5 pages
She
for free
does.
too.
She does. Absolutely.
So
She does. So and
yeah.
she's so generous with her time and information. And so I know voice acting is something I just need to now make that part of my. I got to figure out what time I'm going to give that because I want to give it like a day, maybe a weekly time slot that I say, okay, at this day and time, I'm doing voice acting stuff. And so
Yeah.
that way I'm dedicating to that over the next 52 weeks in a year. So that I need to make that part of my strategy to make sure that I'm moving the needle on that. Because, before you know it, you'll be like, oh, I haven't really done much or I haven't done enough with it. So, and I don't want only her meetings to be the only time I'm thinking about it. So I got to put some time to that. So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, well, thank you so much for coming up chatting with me. I
Thank
appreciate
you.
you.
And thanks for the gifts, y'all.
You're welcome. You're welcome so much. Appreciate you sharing your knowledge. And then, yeah, keep us posted on the YouTube stuff. Uh,
Yeah, and so I should have it done. So if anything, what I can do tomorrow, if just even for 5 minutes, is just share my screen so everybody can see how I
okay.
have it set up.
Okay.
So you can see the OBS plus the TikTok live studio side by side. I can just even show it for 5 minutes if there's time.
Oh, in our meeting?
Yeah. So
Yes.
now that means I definitely have to make sure I get it done.
Okay. You on the docket. You on the agenda.
Yeah.
Coach Chantel, you on the agenda too. Coach Chantel, can you come up? You on
Let
the agenda too. Coach Chantel, and wait, how did I get on the agenda? Let me know if you want to come up. Anybody else who wants to come up is fine. I appreciate you. Coach Chantel, did you hear me? I see you with the stickers. So what I was saying is that Nika said that in your live there was you wanted to talk about some of the lessons learned, some things that people are some things people know and learn from their time going live and in content, and wanted to make that a broader conversation. And I was going to make that for tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thank you, Care Bear. Appreciate you being here. Um, Coach Chantel, I see you liking. She might have walked away, y'all. She tapping and she walked away. Are you here? Let me know if you're here, Coach Chantel. But yeah, so I think Nika was saying that there was going to be you guys wanted to have a bigger conversation about what people are learning and some tips and strategies people have for their live streams and content and kind of debrief about that. So I'm happy to make tomorrow that topic if we want to kind of spend some time and let people just share a little bit more, especially our people who've been doing it for 5 months or so, and then with the thinking that our new friends might be able to learn from the bigger group in that way. So I'm happy to make that part of our talking points. Obviously, with the new year, I was just going to talk about, I have some updates to give. Her helper is here. I think it is. I said, are you here? I saw where she dropped some stickers, so she was here for a second. She said, let me drop a few stickers. Let me just drop her some stickers, and then I'm just going to walk away. So she was here. So, Coach Chantel's. So hopefully we can make the meeting partially that as well, and then obviously we have the different announcements that came out, and we'll have some updates that we'll share when it comes to the next steps with the retreat as well. He said, I'm here. Can you chat for a minute? Do you mind chatting? Because Nika made it. She messaged me and said, hey, do you have time to create space for Zoom to talk about some things people are learning with their content, with their live stream, and just kind of have a debrief, I guess, and people sharing out. And I think, let me know if that's the context. Maybe I got it wrong. She dropped me that message and I said, sure, love to make the Zoom about it. Let me know if you were looking for something else. So let me know, because I think she said it started in your live. If you wanted to talk about it, let me know. Um, so I'm happy to have that conversation. If you were thinking it'd be a separate dialogue, that's totally fine. All right. Anybody else? Who else is going live? I think there's a few people who are going live now. I wasn't going to stay on super long, only because I think Some Sugar and Nika was supposed to be co-hosting, so I think they're going to be doing that in a little bit. Sure, 1 minute. Okay. Well, message. Just click invite whenever you're ready. Motivated by God. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you all for coming in. Appreciate everybody joining the live stream. I don't see either one of them live yet, so I wonder if they're on a different time zone. When they were talking about, maybe it was Nika's time zone. 5:30 was her time. Hey, favorite RT Nikki, appreciate you being here. People who are live right now is Pure Intentions, Glam, Soda's live right now. Black Lotus is live. She's doing voice live, and so is Glam. And then you have OMG, I Love Your Earrings. She's live, as well as Retiring Willow. I think that's how you say it. And then the short stuff. And Luna. Luna's doing a voice live. She is live right now on a voice live. So I didn't realize that. Yep. So we're gonna get off shortly. I'll do what's gonna end up being like an hour and a half for me. So let me know who else is going live. I'll stay on for the next 5 minutes before I get ready to jump off. Okay, Coach Chantel, she's coming in. Hey friend, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. So I was that accurate about what Nika was saying, or was it some more to that?
I'm not sure. I was cleaning the fridge while I was listening, and I missed it.
Okay. Let me recap. She sent me a message and said, "Hey, would you mind supporting a Zoom based on what we were talking about in Coach Chantel's room, where people, I guess you guys wanted to kind of recap or debrief what things are going well for folks, and kind of have this as a moment where people can share out how they're doing in their live and their content, some best
Oh,
practices. Is that
interesting.
no? That's not the wrong interpretation.
I don't know. I don't remember us saying anything like formal about like a Zoom or anything like that. We had a chat. Is Charlene here too?
Charlene, is she in the room?
She was here.
She was
She
here
was on
earlier.
my live when we were talking, and we were kind of
She is here.
chatting after the at the end of my live, and we were sharing some different experiences with the live fest and
Okay.
the momentum, I guess, from the live fest, and then the aftermath, I guess if you want to call it that. So yeah, I don't remember, and I don't know if I'm wrong, but I don't remember saying anything like specific, but I'm open to that if you wanted to to talk about that particular topic. I think maybe some people are feeling like, I think maybe because I did Community Fest and I've been through one of those campaigns before as a live host, and I saw, like an increase, but then afterwards with the holidays, we were talking about
It's definitely
how people
different.
are busy. People are sick, people are busy, and so there's sort of like a decline. Um, and how to kind of navigate that afterwards. Like, do you keep pushing? Do you try to keep where you are? Do you reset back a little bit, understanding that there's going to be fluctuations in attendance and all of that stuff? So I thought it was more like a general conversation, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I will say, if nothing else, I will say, if I was to recap the year doing Live Fest as well as Community Fest, and obviously starting the whole 2025 with going live, there was definitely a lot of ups and downs. There's definitely notable times when the algorithm was favoring a little bit more, And then there was notable times when there was definitely a dip coming off the holidays. Now TikTok actually said that too. And I don't know if you were in a room where I said it a couple times last week where TikTok was saying, hey, this is a time when most live hosts will take a break. Because maybe you were going, the holidays were here, and now you're taking a break. But then viewers are coming in and viewers are getting to know the app and or re-engage in the app because they had been away as well because of life and busyness of the day-to-day, and now the holidays have allowed them this time to be in the app a little bit more. So you'll just see a little bit of a shift in that way. um, I have to admit, you heard Leanne saying, she's seeing a lot of followers in this beginning of January. Maybe that's kind of people coming in and engaging because they have the free time, or the algorithm is favoring her and pushing her out in front of people a little bit more. That could be it. But I think it just depends on how you are, sharing your information. You're showing up, and then do you let up?
Right.
I don't know if I would say let up. I think what I shared what I've been sharing is that last year was a year of consistency for me. So stopping and letting up was not an option. So I still was doing my time. Do I do 90 minutes versus 2.5 hours or 3 hours? Maybe. Maybe I scale back to 90 minutes. And that's what I've been doing. Like if there's times when I'm like, okay, I can't go. I have some other things going on. I'm just going to do a quick hour, maybe a quick 90 minutes. I would do stuff like that, but I would still show up. And so I was doing that way of kind of scaling back. But I didn't stop. So I think that's where I kind of tried to make sure I stayed consistent. Or if I didn't do like my 4 o'clock because I had some activities going on, or I didn't do my 10 o'clock because I had something going on, but I still showed up at least once a day. So little things like that to make sure that I'm letting TikTok know I'm here, I'm not gone anywhere, I'm present. I would do. So I guess that's my 2 cents. But I mean, I think when we get so disillusioned or frustrated, thank you so much for that. Appreciate you, Coach Rhonda. We get so disillusioned or frustrated, it's kind of like, that's possibly when the breakthrough is going to happen. And maybe it's a breakthrough for you to kind of look at your data, look at your analytics, and then decide on, if there's some shifts you want to make, kind of what Leanne said. She made a calculated decision to say, I'm not going to do 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock's a little early too, because I couldn't do 8 o'clock. But she said, I'm going to do 9 o'clock. Because she saw where 9 o'clock was where people were coming in. And that's when she really saw her traffic driving, taking up a little bit more. So she said, okay, maybe I'll just shift to 9 just because of that. And so she's been doing that. She says it seems to be working well. She just started, but she's seeing an increase in that way. So I think having a conversation tomorrow, we can talk about it. I think coming off the holidays, doing TikTok, trying to figure out what this looks like. I know Vibe Wellness Woman was here earlier, and she was saying, she's been focusing on a different project, her webinar that she's about to host. And so that's been taking up a lot of time and effort to get that up and running. Um, and then she's going to re-engage TikTok next week. She needed to do that. She needed to kind of make sure she made space for that. I guess it just depends on what type of goals you have for yourself and what you're trying to do, and how the app is going to support that. How is the app going to help drive traffic? How is the app going to be another marketing tool for you? So it just depends on what your goals are and your why. Okay.
Yeah, all good points. Yeah, I mean, personally, I think consistency, like you were saying, is key. There's going to be ups and downs, and just to expect that rather than think that it's going to be some kind of constant every day,
Yeah.
exactly certain numbers. I think that helps a lot, at least for me mentally.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
When you think about some of the big creators, if you guys go around, maybe just ask them. I mean, I wonder if they'll answer questions. Never know how their room is moving. But I mean, I've heard them say it, and so that was kind of a little bit of a managing expectation for me. Like, okay, you know what? And then you go to other rooms and you would see how they were speaking to, oh, I've seen a dip. Oh, I've seen this change. It's like, okay, then that's not just me. It's universal. You know what I'm saying? So those type of things are helpful. And so in this conversation, I know, you know, most of the people in the agency are new to TikTok, new to this format, and just normalizing that is hopefully helpful. Where other people are saying, okay, yeah, I'm not seeing the numbers, I'm not seeing the same engagement, and there are people who are not. I mean, there's some people who had like big engagement, and now they're it's dipping down. And I think some of that is just because the algorithm, and then some of it is like, okay, maybe there is a pivot that's needed or a reset that's needed in terms of how you're looking at your approach to the app. Okay, so
Can I share a quick win before I go, Dr. Lisa?
all for the wins. This thing
Yes,
year of
I
growth.
don't know what conversation I missed that on my own live, but I'm excited because I kicked off my 40-day challenge, and I was a little nervous about whether people would sign up between January 1st and January 5th. And I have 6 people in the 40-day yoga and self-care challenge that starts on Monday. If anybody's interested, message me. I'll be live tomorrow again, probably twice, and also on Monday. But it's not really too late, even if you sign up afterwards, because yoga's an everyday practice, so you can jump in whenever.
So
But yeah,
okay,
I'm excited.
tell us about the challenge a little bit more. So what do you mean by the challenge? What happens?
So it's a daily challenge to practice some kind of self-care and movement. Yoga has different aspects to it. It has the breath work, it has meditation, mindfulness, and you can curate your experience over the 40 days, whatever resonates with you. Someone was asking, can I do chair yoga? And I'm like, yes. It doesn't have to be when you hear the word challenge, you think, okay, let me do the hardest thing I can think of every day. That's not the point. The point is the commitment to consistently taking care of yourself on a daily basis for 40 consecutive days. And so we're kicking it off on Monday because a lot of people in health and wellness are thinking about getting back on schedule. The holidays can kind of cause interruption. So we're kicking off on Monday just to come together as a group and support each other and prioritizing our wellness.
So okay, so how do you sign up and what do you do to say you're committing to the challenge?
Okay, to commit to the challenge, you can send me a private message or you can come into the live and just, say that you want to sign up. There's a journal that will cover the 6 weeks so that you can set your intention for the 40 days. And you can set like your plan for the week on how you're going to move or do whatever Pilates. I mean, no one's going to be policing how you move. You have to kind of decide that each day based on how you feel. And if you even feel like moving, if you want to do stillness or mindfulness. So the journal will give you a space to put all that down so that you can track everything. We have a group chat for daily conversations. And then on Monday night, we'll have like a group conversation on the live to fill out the journal, to talk about and share with one another how's it going, ask questions. I go live midday every day. So if you're coming to practice, you can join me. If you're practicing yoga, probably like 12 in the afternoon on a daily basis.
Okay.
Let me see, did I miss anything? So there's a group chat, the journal, the weekly meetings. And so I hope that's like enough support to get us going, and we'll see. Feedback is welcomed. But this is my first time leading a 40-day. I've done it several times in the past.
Okay, nice. Okay, well I'll message you. I'll message you.
Wink, wink.
I'm gonna do it
Awesome.
because that's one of the things in this 40. You said 40 days. Okay, 40 days is good. I got a trip that's happening in March, so I was like, okay, I gotta get trip ready.
Oh,
I gotta get trip ready. So this might help me accountable to making sure I actually stay
nice.
accountable to doing something to get ready. So this is
Right. Awesome.
the road
Yeah,
to
my one
450.
year my 1 year live host anniversary is in February, so it's going to be right towards the end of the 40 days. So this is me staying consistent so that I reach that 1 year live anniversary as
No,
well.
seriously. Okay, is that okay? Congratulations! I didn't know you were that close to it.
last week of February. I think he told me it was the 23rd or the 24th. I
Oh,
think it
okay,
was.
okay, so that's the official date. Now, is that the consistency date?
That would be 1 year going as a live host.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. And how many days a week? Because you go daily, don't you now? Or no?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I go live daily now. And I started February 23rd at 2 times per week.
Okay,
When I joined the agency in August, I started adding more time. It's
gotcha.
September, I think it was.
Okay,
So
awesome,
yeah, I'm excited. We got a nice
awesome.
group starting, but there's room for more. So
I love
if
that.
anybody wants to join, let me know.
Yes, awesome, awesome. Well, congratulations. I posted about my 1 year anniversary and some lessons learned, and that video is actually trending. It's doing pretty well right now. It's not like super viral or anything like that, but I've gotten a lot of hits on it. I will say, so that's something you want to capture. Just every time you guys have milestones, events, post about it. Do something so that you create that visibility to your page, and hopefully, you never know if it could start trending. So, okay.
Aw,
Yeah,
congratulations
yeah,
again.
yeah. We doing stuff. We are. And I love the wins. Hello. Thank you so much, Willow, for being here. Thank you so much for joining, Coach Jesse. I see you all. All right. So I was Hallie Q, I think I saw you fly in as well. You said good tip. Yes. I wanted to say, I think, who else is, we'll put it in the chat if you'll go online. What did you miss? We were Coach Chantel was talking about her 40-day challenge that she's doing for movement with the beginning of the year. So definitely, if people are interested, send her a message, sign up. If I heard you correctly, there's a group chat, there's some journaling that you're going to do. And so you can come to her live specifically on Mondays. That's when you guys will work together. But then throughout the week, she does yoga and other things too. So did I recap correctly? Was that main points?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I appreciate you. But no, we were talking a little bit more about people debriefing tomorrow and tomorrow's Zoom so that we can talk a little bit more about some of the things that you've experienced. And if I understood Coach Chantel correctly in her live, they were talking a little bit about some of the shifts in the algorithm, some changes that happen when you think about Community Fest versus Live Fest versus the holidays, and how things have kind of gone up and down and up and down, and just trying to figure out how do you create that balance. And what does that mean for your live stream? What does that mean for consistency, staying the course, all the things? And, obviously, we are always evaluating. What does it mean to keep doing this? Is this the right move? Am I making the right decisions? Leanne came up and she talked about making a slight pivot to her time, where she was looking at the time of morning she was starting. It was at 9. I'm sorry, at 8 o'clock, and she shifted to 9. And so you just got to figure out what's going to work for you. And at the same time, I told you last year for me was a year of consistency, and this is a year of growth. And so, if nothing else, I heard from other high creators, influencers that talked about them seeing a dip in the algorithm, them seeing people not being in their room. They were seeing changes and stuff. And so that helped to normalize the fact that this is going to it's not going to always be the way I think it's going to be. It's not going to always be a high. And so just recognizing that you're not alone in this, it helps to normalize that there's going to be ebbs and flows to this. And so just stay consistent, stay at it. And that was kind of my mantra. I was like, okay, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to try my best to do my best and stay at this, because I'm easy to quit. So I'm easy to quit, because I'm like, you know what? That's too hard. I don't feel like doing it. I ain't doing it no more. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stay with it. And I gave myself to the year. Now I'm like, okay, I did it. I did a hard thing, and I can do hard things. And so now I'm here for the growth. Now I know I can conquer my mind, conquer all the things that tell me, no, why are you doing this? Stop doing it. And now I'm here for the growth. Okay. And I've seen little small wins. We start this conversation talking about, YouTube being a kind of this, interesting platform for streaming. And I've seen some breakthrough here as well, with people coming in, they're engaging. I'm seeing more views, I'm seeing more engagement from subscribers. So all that is telling me there's something right, and just stay at it. And so that matters to me too. So I would tell you to stay with it. You guys say, remember your why. This is very helpful. Thank you so much, Seated Together. Remember your why. Yeah, you got to remember your why. You got to actually have a why to remember. But yeah, you actually have to stay with it. That makes so much sense. Yes, yes. I told myself last month to be like water on the app. I float, adjust, and be ready to change course. There we go. There we go. Oh, yes. Yeah. Develop your why. And yeah, be adaptable. You know what I will say about making adjustments? I know we are quick to change when the going gets tough. Let me just say this because I didn't change a lot. I made some changes, don't get me wrong. The whole TikTok shop and pivoting my other page and going and doing shopping videos, shoppable videos and doing the cooking lives because I did cooking lives, y'all. Um that was a pivot. That was a slight change for me. That was an adjustment and an addition to what I was doing. Um, and it was helpful because now I can talk about TikTok Shop from a real user experience, a lived experience. But I didn't shift too, in my mind, I didn't make too many changes that were out of, so I'm still doing my 10, I'm doing my 4. I made some additions, maybe a few adjustments, like I said, adding a TikTok Shop page. Um, but I think sometimes those times you want to change too quick, we're quick to change, you got to be careful with that. Like you can't continue to change. And I'll say this, I've seen there's about a handful of y'all that are quick to change in the agency. I was like, oh, okay, you're changing. Oh, now this is what we're doing. Oh, okay. Now we're not doing that anymore. Oh, all right. So there's a lot of that has happened in the 5 months. Some of y'all like in the first month. So just recognizing sometimes you got to sit in it. You say, well, guilty as charged. No, you're fine. But hey, how you doing, Lviv? How you doing, friend? You did stuff, friends. I did a whole lot of stuff, didn't I? Wow, look and growth with the long-term commitment. It is. It is. Yeah. So, I will say that because you don't give the app, the algorithm, your viewers a chance to really get to know, like, and trust you when you're changing all the time, when you're changing it up. Now, changing it up is fine if you're like, hey, Coach Chantel saying, hey, we're gonna add this 40-day challenge for the new year. That ain't a change. That's kind of like, here's what we're doing for the new year because it's a new year and we want to add this opportunity for you to kind of jump on board and jumpstart your exercise journey and fitting fitness in and self-care. That's not a change. That's just a theme for her live stream that she's adding for 40 days. And she's going to engage more people and have them sign up and connect with her. And that becomes part of building your community. So that's not a change. And Halakua, I will say that's what you do. You do the sunshine report. You're adding things to kind of get people reinvigorated into your live stream, which is different. When I say a change, I'm saying all of a sudden you were talking about the 92 percenters, and now you're talking about the 1 percenters. I was like, that's a change. Are we changing? And so that would be a drastic change. But recognizing, hello friend, Positive Solutions, how you doing? But recognizing those are drastic. Or if Coach Chantel talking about, I want to talk about yoga, and all I do is yoga, and then next thing you know, she talking about football. Okay, you're like, not the same. All right. So when everything's said and done, I'm seeing those type of changes. You said, nope, we not changing like that. No. But there are people who are making pivots in a way that is fine, but don't do it too often. Sometimes you got to sit back and assess. And I think those type of assessments, I think about Coach Jesse, your evaluation, and say, okay, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to do this pivot. It is something that you're sticking to, you're sitting in it, you're learning, okay, this is what I'm talking about in my room. And that is a true pivot. And you're not going to change. You're going to stay in it, stay the course. Janine, I know she's talking about changing her target audience. That is a change. So, and she's going to work through that process. That's fine. Now, if you're doing that every 2 to 3 months, then that's why I'm like, okay, are you really building community? Are you really going to get people to get to know, like, and trust you? Are you changing things up too soon for just because you feel like, oh, I'm not getting any traction with that because you got bored with it because it was hard or whatever the case may be? I think that's where you got to stay the course. Thank you so much, friend. You got to stay the course. So just stay consistent if you can. Stay in it, stay with it. You're building a community. People are getting to learn you, know you. The algorithm is doing the same, and it's going to help you. It's an expansion to the main thing. It's an expansion. Yeah, for you, yes, definitely. That's what I say. Yours is not really a change, but there's some other people who have like totally changed, and I'm like, oh, that's different. So, okay. Um, all right, friends. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna get off shortly. I just looked at the time. I'm like 10 minutes now. You know how you get to those milestones. I was like, I was getting off at 90 minutes. And now I'm at 2 hours. 2 minutes to 2 hours. So let me know who else is going live. We had a few people who were gonna be going live. I think Nika and Some Sugar was supposed to be co-hosting. I don't see them in my algorithm. I don't see them showing up. Oh, they just came on. They've been on for 7 minutes. Okay, so they're here right now. They're both live. But I think she's a guest. I don't think she's co-hosting. So I think they got to work through that process because I don't think this is a co-host session. Thanks for the chat. Heading to support. Yes, head over to support. I think Some Sugar has to figure that out because I don't think she's live right now. I think she's her guest on Nika's page. So we got to see if they're going to separate that out. Um, So, and maybe they're not matching. That might have been part of it. Going to see them. Yeah, make sure. I'm sure it's probably a match thing where somebody audience control, something ain't going on right. And so they're probably talking through it. Or maybe talking through their topic. I'm going live maybe around 7:30. Okay, awesome. And Coach Rhonda, what your topic for tonight? Now, Coach Rhonda, I will say you're doing a great job too. I know you are. You're not a pivot. You're still talking to your same audience. You're still helping them, and you've added different programs to support and stuff, which is awesome. Um, do you have something going on for the new year for your community too? Because I think you did. That's why I'm asking a question. I believe there was an initiative you were doing for your community as well, and it's escaping me right now. Um, Anybody else going live? Haliku, are you going live, friend? Laviv, you're going live, aren't you? I think others that have come in the room. Um, Per mom, you've done 3 days. 40-day fast for you. 40-day fast. Okay. I'm going through my coaching framework, high level. That's what I remember you saying. That's what I remember you saying. I knew it was something you had announced. You were saying you were rolling that out. Yep. Okay. Your coaching framework. So you're going to be talking about it high level starting Monday. Okay. That's what it was. Hello, pals. Pals is doing stuff too, y'all. Just saying. Pals is doing stuff too. I'm just gonna say that she is she is doing her thing, y'all. You know, the quiet ones be out doing stuff in the dark. Um, January 5th, January 5th. What I just missed, January 5th. Monday, you're doing your OBS. Is that what you're saying? What's January 5th? Amy Lee, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, friend. Pals is doing her thing. She is helping me. Is she? Is she? That's Pal's launch day, I think. Hey, Pal's did a soft launch. I'm just saying. Pal's did a soft launch on us, and we didn't even know what was happening. She's done a soft launch, y'all. Just saying. She's gotten a couple appointments and clients. First meeting is Monday. Okay. Oh, that's the first meeting. Pals, do you want to come up and talk about it? Let me know if you want to chat real quick. Pals, let me know if you're available. I know you're always on the move, so let us know if you want to chat, friend. Um, so, and then Per Mom Bookshops, you said 3 days of going live. Let me know how that's been for you, friend. You said 3 days. I'm proud of you, friend. 3 days. All right now. Um, hello, hello. Hello again, Coach. Coach Sheffy, how are you, friend? Thank you so much. Learn from you. Thank you for supporting. Hey, pals.
Hey, okay, so it's funny. So I'm running a 6 week cohort, and the first meeting, live call, is Monday. And somebody had done the intake form, and they were like, um, Saturday, because there's an intake form that I asked them to fill out so I know like who's coming in and what they want to work on for the 6 weeks.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and the date that they chose was actually the 10th. I thought it was this morning. So we didn't actually have that meeting. But
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, the first live call is Monday. So we'll see.
Nice, nice. Okay. All right, so your first meeting is next Saturday. Awesome. Well, congratulations. And what's the live call about? Maybe that's the piece I'm missing. So what happens Monday?
Oh, sorry. So, well, the 6 weeks, the whole cohort is for like ADHD or like ADHD adjacent creators who like have too many ideas or have a hard time starting or follow through, whatever. So the 6 weeks is like basically helping them create a toolkit that they can create that works for their own brain and that they can use on future projects and also this one that they're going to pick. So on Monday, we pick, each person picks a project to work on. And then we also track their patterns. So, like, where do they typically, um, get tripped up? Is it like, is it starting? Is it time blindness? What is the thing that usually trips them up? And then there's like different themes throughout the week. So like week 2 is like different frameworks. And then week 3 are support systems that help those frameworks work. And then week 4 is like testing and gathering data. And week 5 is adaptation. And then week 6 is sustainability and celebration.
All right, now look at you. Look at you. Oh, academic. Look at you. Love it. Love that. All right. So
It goes well.
so the cohort starts on Monday and then so people can join along the way.
Ideally, they would join, and I would have like I would just focus on the people that are in that cohort. But
Okay.
like, um, so, but then I'd start another one after the 6 weeks, or if I have enough time, I might start one like, uh, going alongside the first one.
Gotcha.
We'll see. But
Okay.
I'm excited.
Well, I mean, like this is like the first time this is a pilot. You can kind of decide what worked, what didn't work. If you do see where there's an opportunity, yes, start another one. Talk about another one. Like you have an A1 and a B group joining that'll launch midway through the month. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Hmm.
I'm excited. I'm curious to get the feedback and see people, because ideally each week people will leave the live call with something that they can use.
Hmm.
Um, and so like I'll be curious to see like you know how that's going, or if they're like, oh, that was cute, but I still whatever. We'll see.
Right. Right. All right. Well, thank you for sharing. I'm excited for you. I'm excited. Seems like it's going to be a great experience for creators, and you will become, one of the biggest supporters for people who are trying to do this TikTok thing and then also balance and manage their ADHD and other priorities and stuff. And so it's going to be awesome. And you do a great job of just keeping people organized. I think you got a superpower and you don't leverage all the time. So this is going to be the way to really leverage it. So because you
Well,
do keep
thank you
people
guys,
accountable. I appreciate you.
and thanks everybody.
All right. All right, friends. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm going to probably end right there because we got some friends to go visit. She said she does. She does, Coach Rhonda. I know. Like pals, I probably have to say this to you offline because when I was in higher ed, we had a person who was our, essentially the chief of staff when you think about that role. And that was the person that made sure everything was happening in our division. And you could have easily been that role. I mean, the person who did that, she was good, but I think you're better. But she always kind of kept us held accountable. It's like, hey, we have this event happening and this thing initiative is going on, and then we just got this mandate from the college president. We have to do this now, and so I think you're that person. You're that role, and there's not too many people who can see things across a system in so many ways and kind of have multiple projects going on and multiple perspective. So when you think about my live, Dr. Johnson's live, Halaku's live, and then other lives that you're doing, and then you're doing your own thing, like those are different people, different things that are going on, and you kind of have a perspective to say, okay, hey, have you thought about doing this, and have you seen this, and can you do that? And so there's not many people who have that talent, and people who can do it as well. So thank you very much for being here. Um, I know there's a few people who just came in. If I missed you, thank you so much, Candy B. If I missed you, I apologize. Thank you for coming in. Some of my new faces in the room. Feel free to comment new in the chat. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. No, thank you though. I really appreciate your support. Um, and I'm wishing you the best of luck too with your Monday. Everybody, okay, so a couple things that's happening. So people who are live right now, we got some voice chats going on. We got Glam voice chat, Black Lotus, Luna, Short Stuff are all live right now as we speak. Let me refresh my screen. And then we also have people who are live in person. Hey, my favorite, how you doing? Diana, thank you so much. We got Pure Intentions who's live. We got Some Sugar, so they are on separate chats. Some Sugar, Nika Grace, and Lisa Lives. Those are all the people who are live right now as we speak. So definitely join those lives and connect with folks if you choose to. And if you're going live, I heard Coach Rhonda's going live between 7:30. Anybody else going live? I'm so proud of you guys. There are so many of you who have gone live and y'all sticking to the challenge of trying to go live every day, whether it's a voice chat or in person, you are putting the time in. And I'm thinking about Luna because Luna been live for almost an hour. And I would imagine she's doing it because she's like, I didn't go live today, so I'm going to get a live in. So she is doing her voice chat live. But that's good. I mean, that's holding you guys accountable as a way to say, I'm going to show up. And so as you do this, you should see some growth in terms of your engagement with your community, but also how you're talking about your live topic and introducing new ideas. Okay. Mix it up with Gigi. How are you, friend? I'm about to let you go. Uncle Jim, thank you for joining as well. I'm about to let everybody go, but I appreciate you all coming through. We got to 100 taps, 100K taps, and I'm gonna be out in these streets in a second, hanging out with some of you all. So I appreciate everybody coming through. Make sure you claim your points up top, and appreciate the support as well. So claim your points, and I will see you guys a little later in these TikTok streets, and I'll see you later. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Let me reset my goal because I want to make sure I clear that out. Thank you all for the taps, the shares, the watches, the likes, the comments, and the gifts. Okay, I appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate all the support. All right, friends, take care. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Oh, it's loud. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you all joining. Thank you for the engagement. I will see you guys later tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, bye-bye.